What's up, everybody? It's your girl Q Wine, and I am back with the season finale. Sorry, y'all, of Next Gen NYC season 1, episode 8, gutter balls and breakup calls. Y'all, this season was good, so I'll just give y'all my little recap of what I thought at the end. Before I start, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video that I drop. Y'all make sure we are liking the videos so we can stay in the algorithm of things. Y'all, I am trying so hard not to use my hands in these videos. Okay, it's always Key Wine versus featuring her hands. Okay. Anyway, all right, so the season finale starts with everybody, waking up. This is the last day. I want to say, is this the last day on the trip? Yep, this is their last day on the trip. And so Ariana says she don't want Riley to think that she's not in her corner. And Ariana wanted to be Captain Saberhole last night, and now she feels like shit. You should feel shitty, okay? She want to play Captain Saberhole with Georgia, okay, with her nasty ass. Anyway, everybody's sitting outside eating breakfast. And at this point, Riley is extremely quiet. And so Amara asks, hey, Riley, what's wrong? You're quiet. And so she says she have learned her lesson. Amara asks about what? And she said, generally about speaking. And y'all notice Charlie rolled his head back as if the shit was annoying him. You are annoying, okay? Like, if you don't want to hear it, get the fuck. Like, don't nobody want you here. And please don't be at a space where you're uncomfortable because this lady over here is uncomfortable with y'all bullshit and she's putting it out there. Like, So Gia, bitch ass, I'm sorry, I said I was going to stop cussing. Gia tells Riley, babe, I don't want you to feel like you can't say anything. And then she tells her, your voice matters, but it's just the way you say things. Gia, girl, shut up. So Riley says she acknowledged what she said to Georgia, and Georgia's response was, oh, Riley, that's so mean. And Riley told you hoes last night, she told her, I wanted to say something, but she said, never mind, I'm not going to say it. You bastards told her, no, go ahead and say it. And she said it. Georgia said that this was a moment to think about what you said and blah, blah. Georgia tells Riley that this was her moment to think about what she said and basically saying what you're probably about to say is probably what you're going to say is probably going to be harsh. Georgia, you made a harsh comment about Amara just the other day about her talking about her Ozempic gonna wear off. Did we not? Georgia, Charlie called you a delusional bitch and told you if you were a man he would slap you. Did he not? Georgia, you asked everybody for their honest opinion, and everybody in their confessional thought it was a shitty idea. But Riley was the only one that was real enough to say it to your face. But now, your punk ass want to throw those undertones out, those buzzwords. Girl, go to hell. Anyway, Riley said, she said, hey, I said it because I thought we were friends. And basically because I would expect my friends to be honest with me. That's it. That's all. And I think people want to be honest with Riley as it relates to how she addressed people. But she is clear and concise in the things that she says. She's not loud. She's not, aggressive. She just says the things that she said. You guys are just uncomfortable because she speaks her mind. Like, she speaks her mind, and I think that's just, it is what it is. So Gia then says to Riley, you should find a nicer way to say it. And Gia, you should find a nicer way to go to hell. Okay? So Gia's boyfriend tells her Riley can say what she want, and if you don't like it, don't talk to her. So at this point, Riley is crying. Now I know sometimes, we gotta try to hold back our tears, but I don't think Riley was crying because she's sad. I think Riley was crying because she was pissed off. Y'all know when we get pissed off and we sit there in tears. That means don't tell us not a damn mother clucking thing. Don't look at us. Don't say nothing to us. And I'm not saying us is just as people. Like, I am angry. And before I become this angry black lady, I'm going to just sit here with my tears. And guess what? Y'all do it all the time. Y'all do it all the time. And weaponize people with y'all tears. So, for me to see Riley sitting there crying, I wasn't mad at it. And so, what's his name? Brooks goes to hug Riley. And Riley was like, listen, let's just find a resolution. She said she will watch how she speak around them. And that shit pissed me off. Okay, that shit pissed me off. And so, then they start to play in her damn face and said, no, we want you to speak freely. No, y'all don't. So Riley says, I agree. I want to be unfiltered, basically, and I want to speak freely. But again, in this moment, we notice how Charlie rolls his head back as if he knows how to verbally conduct himself. I'm just saying. So Riley says, listen, damned if I do, damned if I don't. Y'all gonna sit here and tell me it's okay for me to be unfiltered, but when I respectfully become unfiltered, I'm harsh, I'm aggressive, I'm accosting, I'm just mean. I'm all of these things. I am. But I, as a man, can tell this young woman, if you were a man, I'd smack you. Calling her a delusional bitch. What did he tell Brooks? That his sister. I'm just saying. The comment about the Ozempic. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Anyway, Amara felt like everybody at the table owed Riley an apology, and I agree. They asked her to what did I write? Oh, okay. So I guess in the next scene, what's her name? Georgia decided she wanted to start having a conversation with Charlie again. So I guess her and Riley ain't that cool no more. So now Charlie is back your friend. Girl, go to hell. So I'm glad that this trip was over. Thank you, Lord. I'm sorry, I done said all of these words and then listen. And Riley was like, you know what? She reflect on her being in Jersey. Has she been getting into it with people when she went to Gia's house? And then this, on their way to Gia's house, and then this situation, basically, it was the same how she speaks to people. I don't understand that. Anyway, basically, Riley was like, baby, Jersey ain't on my to-do list no more. Next. So, everybody gets in a car, and then they make a stop. So, Georgia and Charlie, I guess they ordered a car. I don't know if they went somewhere else or not. I don't know what was happening on that end. But the fact that all of y'all sat in that damn car after Charlie and Georgia got out and got into another car and talked about her event was fucked up. But Riley is the only one that is told something because she actually spoke her mind. Got it. And even in this moment, I felt like Riley then should have been quiet. Like, let them say whatever they gonna say. I wouldn't have said nothing. Like, I wouldn't even entertained it. We did see a little clip of Ava, and at this point, Ava, girl. Anyway, next scene, Brooks can't get off of Merrick the Titty, and Brooks and his family at this point is not worth mentioning because I felt like nothing was there. Something was there, but I want to skip that. So, I also checked out on Georgia and Omar. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. Anyway, Riley meets up with Ariana. Riley said that this trip set her back. She had to talk with her therapist. And Riley also feels like she could have held herself to a better standard. And I feel like you cannot get no accountable than that. Like, that's why Riley sticks out to me. Because she holds herself accountable. And y'all, and I'm going to say this because she looked like me. She is a young woman who holds herself accountable. Yeah, sometimes Riley may say some things, but it ain't nothing compared to what everybody else on this platform has said. All right? So Ariana apologized to Riley. And so, they make up from there. Charlie was with Anwar. He said that 30 is right around the corner and he's stressed out. And I'm just looking at him like, Charlie, please. I then skipped Brooks and Meredith. I'm sorry, y'all. So Omar met up with Charlie, and Omar said that what he said to Georgia was wrong, and Charlie accepts responsibility. And we all know that when Charlie apologizes, it's just to smooth things over, and he really don't mean that shit. You don't mean that shit. You just saying that. Sorry. You don't mean that shit. Sorry, y'all. Yvette popped in my head. So, Amara is on the phone with Brooks. And she asked if Ava, apologized to him for not showing up at his party. Because y'all know, Amara is vocal about Ava not showing up. She feels like Ava should have shown up. Should have shown up for Charlie because she got the same invitation. And she feel like it wasn't that serious. But Ava feels like this is my career and it's serious to her. And I don't know. I don't know behind the scenes. Did anything happen between Ava and Amara? Like, did they fall out? Because I don't know. It just seemed like they just, I don't know. It's like Amara have a huge issue with Ava. But we'll see. So we get a flashback with Brooks and Ava. They went to the nail shop. And basically, Ava couldn't remember the days that she was supposed to be in the Hamptons. And she really, I don't even think she really apologized like that. So Amara said that it was, she was like, it was a pop-up, bitch. She could have showed up for Brooks' event. And that's what it starts and stops with Amara. Like, if you're going to be a friend, be a friend. Anyway, Gia said in her confessional, everybody was on their way to the club event. Gia said in her confessional that she didn't expect the club event to look like this. And she said Riley could have been right. And I'm just looking at y'all like, y'all are full of shit. Like, y'all are really full of shit. Instead of y'all telling Georgia's stupid ass, who asked for y'all opinion, which probably meant I really don't want their opinion. Girl, please. That shit was trash. Okay? So everybody is shitting on Georgia's event. When they walk in, they were talking about something that's not up to par. So Brooks says, as he's talking about Ava, he said he will bite his feelings about Ava not showing up, and they all sitting around talking about, no, it wasn't in his confessional. He was talking about Ava to the group. And he said, he's just going to bite his tongue about Ava not showing up. And then Ariana asked a question about Ava, and Ava walked up behind her, and she was like, bitch, you bitches is talking about me? She didn't say that. But she was like, okay, what's going on? Like, what's the problem? So Jill sitting there talking to herself, and she's saying that she's not going to talk up for Brooks. And I'm looking at Jill like, but that would have been okay. It would have been okay if you would have spoke up. But had Riley done that, that would have been a problem. Oh no, babe. Girl, get the fuck out of here. Okay? Ava apologize to Brooks. It don't feel like she meant it, but whatever. It is what it is. Brooks will go for pretty much anything. Omar. We get everybody. I know everybody at the club event. I just need to know if this is the only suit Omar has. Like, I don't know. Omar is a little. Let me see. He seems bummy to me. He might not be, but he gives me bummy. He give me shiesty, and that's it. Anyway, I just hope Georgia's event, move forward from this. That's all. Anyway, Georgia asked Charlie about the event. What do you think about the event? Again, this is supposed to be your girl, but you can't keep it a stack with her. So what do? You try to be funny and say, oh, go see if Riley changed her mind about it. Y'all are trash if I have never seen it. I would never call you bastards my friends. Ever. Not ever in his life. So, Ariana is working on her line. Riley is still trying to figure shit out. Brooks slightly cut the cord from Meredith and it looked like he attached it to Seth. Okay? And he's still working on his line. Gia apparently wants to move in with her boyfriend, but he's talking about it in about 4 years. Ava and her boyfriend wants to move in together. Charlie is working on business with Omar. And Georgia and Omar decided to move in together. Amara and Brooks are booed up. They got they people. And then Georgia and Omar was planning a Christmas trip, but Georgia, I think they was out on a Christmas trip and they broke up. She gets on TikTok and says he cut her off financially, so he's not even investing in her club event anymore. She was stranded, according to Charlie, she was stranded in Singapore and he shipped her boxes to Charlie's place and now she lives with Charlie. Omar had his assistant pack up her stuff while she was still in Singapore and, like I said, sent the shit to Charlie's house. Amara said that Omar was shady. And I'm just like, girl, why are y'all are so young. Why are y'all putting y'all all into somebody you are not even married to? Like, and I'm not saying you have to put your all into somebody who you're married to, but it's feasible for you to have your own space. Why did you move in with him? Like, all of these young people want to move in with their boyfriends. You want to get married. Just explore the world. Like, the world is your oyster. You guys have money, access. And I'm just being tied down. I mean, it works for very few people, but I'm not saying go sleep around. No, you find your person, but you have your separate life. Like, this is my place. You need to have your own place. You mean if you want to spend the night over here for a couple days, yeah, that's fine. But take that toothbrush and take that shit home. You get no drawer. You get no closet space. You get none of that. But we are together. I don't know. I just feel like these people are too young for all of this. And you put all of this into this man and he just tossed you out like street booty. That shit is fucked up. Like, she said they got into an argument. Like, I do not understand. I just feel like he was shaky from the moment I saw his pecan head ass. I ain't trust him. He is not to be trusted. Like, he was messing with somebody on the side anyway. Not that he was that cute. Because your hair uneven. You look dusty. Okay? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, I hate that for Georgia. Even though, well, no. I hate that for Georgia. And I'm sure that she'll bounce back. I'm sure her Bravo checks would get her into her place. I think she just probably needs to save a little coin. And I'm hoping that her business is really popping to the point where, you don't have to rely on anybody. And I hope that this is a telltale lesson for all of them. All of them who talking about they want to move in. No. I absolutely disagree, but that's not my life. That's their life. And I just cannot. Anyway, a year later, we flash forward to a year later, and Ariana reflects on her time in NYC, and this is where the season finale ends. Now, I'm going to say this. Y'all already know. Charlie can go. He can go to another show like Summer House, or he can do that. Like, we're okay with seeing Charlie on Trader, Summer House, something other than being around these kids. Ava brought absolutely nothing. You need to go full throttle on your model career and get the fuck away from this show. Like, I don't even want to see her as a friend. She gave nothing. She did nothing. She reminds me of Cynthia. Okay? Just no. Brooks didn't give anything, but they tried to make him the star of the show. I like Brooks because he is comic relief, which is why he can stay. Amara, we could keep her. Raleigh, we could keep her. I think somebody was saying we should probably add another person, another black person. Okay? I'm okay with that. Was it Shy or Cy? Dylan, Ariana, Hudson. Who else I'm missing? Who else am I missing? Everybody else, George, even Georgia. Everybody to me can stay. Ava and Charlie can go, like, and bring somebody else on that's cool with Riley, or that look like Riley. Okay, and that don't mean that she's gonna react like Riley because we've seen that from Ava. Ava is like these and not like these. Okay, shout out to Funky Dineva. But yeah, I thought that this was really good. I don't know if they're testing out, next gen in other cities. I'm sure they'll go to Atlanta. I'm sure they'll have one in Beverly Hills. And I think it's refreshing to, it would be good to have one in Beverly Hills, but I think it's refreshing to have others. This was really good. Like, I don't know who was production on it. I thought it was really, really good. I will say this. I may not like Charlie, but Charlie is good for TV. He was good for TV. But other than that, like, if I really had to grade it, y'all, honestly, my honest opinion, y'all, I would probably give it an A. An A. It was really good for a younger demographic. It was good. Like, I'm an older person looking at these young kids that's old enough, that's probably the same age as my son. So, y'all, I liked it. It was triggering. It done pissed me off. But other than that, it was really good, y'all. I kudos to those young people. They did an amazing job. I don't know who's the producer on this, but they did good. So anyway, y'all, tomorrow I will bring what comes on tomorrow. Real Housewives of Miami, Sisters, something else comes on. Oh no, just those two, I think. Real Housewives of Miami and Sisters. I'll have those tomorrow. And then, if you have not, please like, comment, and subscribe on your way out. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.